Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of the Pokemon Premier League. Still just me. As I said in the last part, me and Mrs. Exile couldn't get together to record this one because we're on different work patterns at the moment. So it's just me gonna do this episode for today. Today's match, or this match, is going to be the Pair of Exiles. Us, this is Mrs. Exile's match, versus the TheKingNappy. It's a top versus bottom match, everyone. So, without further ado, let's get this UU match started. TheKingNappy starts off with his Darmanitan, while Mrs. Exile starts off with the TO80 Toad. Darmanitan immediately goes for the U-turn, switches back out. In's going to come the Roserade to go for that grass. Stealth Rocks come out. Nappy's got the Hazard on his side. Mrs. Exile switches out the Toad. In comes Thunderdome, which is going to wall any kind of grass or poison move this Roserade might have. He starts setting up the spikes. Mrs. Exile starts setting up the spikes. We're going to get a spike off here. Pretty much everyone's just going to get 3 sets of spikes. She goes for the Paralyze instead. Hopefully getting the Para Hacks to stop the spikes, but it doesn't quite happen. There's 3 on Mrs. Exile's side. Nappy's side has 2 sets and rocks. Takes the Darmanitan down to nearly half health. Out come the spikes again. There's 3 on each, but Nappy's got those rocks, so Mrs. Exile's just in that better position. She avoids the spike damage of Zapdos while Nappy uses the U-turn, knowing Mrs. Exile's going to switch. In comes the Rhyperior, hurt by rocks, hurt by spikes. Leftovers brings it up to a quarter HP, or 3/4 HP. This tanky Rhyperior. It's taken down to half health by the spikes there, Mr. Toad. Resists the Rock Blast, doing 5% each time, next to nothing. Mrs. Exile's going to be thinking to go for that Earthquake. Nappy predicts that, switches out. In comes the Roserade, hurt by rocks, hurt by spikes, the hazards. Out comes the Earthquake, takes down the Roserade. Toad hits too hard, and that puts Nappy at an early losing. Sharpedo comes out, takes the hazard damage, goes for a Protect to start building up the speed boost. Superpower doesn't take out the Sharpedo because of the Protect, but it will do because this Toad... Oh, the Waterfall finished off the Toad. We'll never know if the Superpower would have finished it off. Sharpedo now sitting at ×2 speed. Ferrothorn comes out, or Ferroseed comes out, takes the spike damage. He goes for the Protect again. Miss Exile goes for the Leech Seed. This Ferroseed doesn't have leftovers. I know for a fact it's got Evilite to double its defenses. Heracross comes out, takes the hazard damage. The Leech Seed comes out again. Heracross is going to take some damage from the Leech Seed. That's why it doesn't have leftovers, because if you can get the Leech Seed off, leftovers isn't really needed. It's just extra. She goes for a Protect, just letting the Leech Seed do the damage and knowing Heracross is going to have some kind of fighting move. She switches out even though it's already Leech Seed. It's going to resist the fighting move that's going to come out again. Token Legend just flapping its wings there while Heracross is at lower stats, gets some health back from the Leech Seed. Heracross has to switch out here, not much it can do. Rhyperior comes back out, takes some hazard damage again. Miss Exile predicts the switch, goes for the light screen, set up some defenses. She switches out. Out comes Thunderdome. While Nappy sets up Stealth Rocks, and now everyone has rocks and 3 spikes on the side. The Thunder Wave. Forgot that the Rhyperior's part ground. He goes for the Roar. Out comes Tiny Slice. The hazard damage takes him down to nearly half health. Tiny Slice is a physical attacker. Goes for the Ice Punch. This Rhyperior's too tanky for Ice Punches though, and finishes off Tiny Slice with the Earthquake. And that puts Nappy in the lead on Pokemon remaining. Ikea the Chandelure comes out, does get taken down to half health by the hazard. Energy Ball comes out though, finishes off that Rhyperior. Nappy a bit too confident there, probably going to go for the Earthquake. Sharpedo comes out, takes some hazard damage, left at quarter HP. Miss Exile switches out, in comes Thunderdome again because it resists that Sharpedo so well. Goes for the Waterfall. Sharpedo's going to lose health to the Iron Barbs and the Life Orb. Down goes the Sharpedo. And just like that, Mrs. Exile takes the lead as the Heracross goes down to the hazard damage. Mrs. Exile thoroughly in the lead now. The rocks hurt Darmanitan, so do the spikes. Thunderdome's just sitting there watching. He goes through a Protect just to see what move's going to come out. Nappy's trying to get that superpower off. She goes for the switch. In comes the Zapdos again. Going to get hurt by the rocks this time. Apologies. Superpower takes Zapdos down to 8% HP. Superpower again finishes off the Zapdos. This Darmanitan is not a slow coach, that's for sure. He is pretty fast. Bitey comes out, takes some rock damage. Superpower comes out again. Bitey resists it like it's nobody's business. Darmanitan at very low stats at the moment. Goes for the U-turn, knowing she'll get the kill because of lower defense. She gets the free switch off. In comes Thunderdome again. Dies to the hazard damage though. Out comes Zapdos, only hurt by the rocks as we've seen with Mrs. Exile's Zapdos. Archaea comes out, also dies to the hazard damage though. Those are 4 Pokemon in this match died to hazard damage. It's just Bitey now, he's got to get the kill. Goes to a Brave Bird, doesn't do much. Hurt by recoil, Thunderbolt comes out, down goes Bitey. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, drum roll please. TheKingNappy has his first win. Hooray for him. So, that puts KingNappy on 3 points along with Aussie and Ali and British Time. And it keeps PairOfExiles at the top, but they've played 1 extra game than everyone else and there's a chance we could be overtaken. We hope you enjoyed this UU match, guys. The next one is going to be Hardy Tech Yo-Yo versus Sacred Fire Negro. So, we hope to see you for that match and we hope you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.